We're staying on top of breaking news. National Guard troops have arrived in Los Angeles. The overnight arrival follows an order from President Trump.
This comes as the protests over ICE raids continue. Eyewitness News reporter Amanda Palacios joins us live from downtown Los Angeles with the breaking update. Amanda.
Irene and Josh, we've seen a growing National Guard presence throughout downtown LA and here off Alameda Street. Throughout this morning, we saw them walking up and down the street, but kind of right now, everyone's just standing by and watching. A lot of people are wearing gas masks because there's still a lot of tear gas remnants up in the air from last night's protests. Now, if you take a look behind me, you can see all of these national troops are just kind of standing by next to their vehicles. And another protest is expected to take place later today near City Hall. This follows President Trump's deployment of 2,000 National Guard members in response to a series of immigration protests across the city. This is new video from overnight showing the troops arriving. Governor Gavin Newsom's office tells ABC News about 300 National Guard troops are on the ground, contrary to the 2,000 the administration says have been activated. They stopped at City Hall after driving through Paramount, then ended up here at the federal building. Meantime, this follows another night of protest. Video from last night shows tense moments in downtown LA as protesters clashed with police, some setting off fireworks and starting fires. Officers responded with what appeared to be tear gas to disperse the crowds. And in a separate incident, demonstrators were seen entering a damaged convenience store in Compton and looting items from the inside. According to LAPD, multiple individuals who returned to the area after a dispersal order was issued on Alameda Street were arrested. 11 total arrests were made. Now back out here live, we've seen people walking down along the street, still wearing masks. Nothing has happened really yet. The protest is expected to start at 2 p.m. and the LAPD says officers and National Guard troops will have a main presence in this area. Reporting in downtown LA, Amanda Palacios, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Amanda, thank you for the latest there. And day 3 of protests against ICE are set to continue today following yesterday's chaos. It all started in Paramount, where a clash between protesters and federal agents quickly became violent.
Some demonstrators threw rocks and fireworks at federal agents. The agents responded firing tear gas, pepper balls, and non-lethal rounds into the crowd. But even covered in bruises, demonstrators stayed.
We have a very beautiful community, a very strong community, and this is why we show up, and we're going to keep showing up because, well, it is an obligation and a duty for each and every one of us to be here and fight against the oppression and these kidnappings.
Federal agents say they arrested nearly 24 protesters just in the Paramount demonstration.
Meanwhile, there was also violence at protests in Compton. This is video from overnight. The protest started yesterday and lasted well into the night. Federal agents say they had to call in the LA County Sheriff's Department for backup. The standoff between protesters and agents lasted for more than 12 hours.
Happening tomorrow, one local union leader who was detained during Friday's ICE protests will be in court.
David Huerta is the president of United Service Workers and was hospitalized while protesting Friday's ICE raid in downtown LA. At some point, there was a scuffle with federal agents. That's when Huerta was allegedly pushed down and hit his head. He was later arrested, something city and state lawmakers have condemned. Eyewitness News spoke with his nephew shortly after the arrest.
I feel like he was marked for a certain reason. They're trying to make an example out of him, but they chose the wrong one. And nobody's going to back down from this fight, especially him. People need to understand this is only happening right now to immigrants, to people in this country legally, but pretty soon any kind of dissent is going to be criminalized. Everybody thinks it's happening to somebody else. Eventually it's going to come to their doorstep.
Again, Huerta is set to appear in court tomorrow. Ahead of the hearing, his supporters plan to hold a rally protesting the charges.
We will continue to follow up on any immigration raids and protests right here on ABC 7, online, or wherever you stream.